Hi, my name is Cerise Murphy, and I want to talk with you about why this election is so important to me as an American, as a wife and mother, and as a small business owner. You know, I've been watching the news a lot lately, hearing a lot about lipstick and pigs and all kinds of foolishness designed to distract us from what's really at stake with this election. And you know what? We can't afford it. Our situation is too dire, and our need is too great. With this election, you and I will determine the fate of our country, not just for the next 4 years, but for the next 50 years. We're not just trying to solve the housing crisis. With this election, our vote will determine how our economy is structured for a generation. We're not just trying to lower gas prices for today. Our vote on November 4th will determine whether or not America wins or loses the race for renewable energy in the future. And we're not just trying to stop global warming. On November 4th, our vote will determine how we live on this planet for the next 100 years. We are literally fighting for the air our children breathe and the water that they drink. We're fighting for the chance to earn a living wage, not just for ourselves, but for our children and their children too. We're fighting for a country at peace rather than at war. And we're fighting not just to maintain a dream that we've seen slipping away, but to renew that dream for tomorrow. That is what is at stake with this election. And one other thing too, that I think is so important for us to remember. This election is ultimately not about John McCain. It's not about Barack Obama. It's not about Joe Biden. And it's not about Sarah Palin either. This election is about you and me, and everyone that we know that is struggling in this country right now. The policies of the past 8 years have brought us to right where we are now, and we cannot repeat them. Because in this election, one thing is certain. What we've been doing is not working. I know John McCain says he can change Washington, but you know, to me, a man's actions speak a lot louder than his words. And when I see a man who says he supports veterans, but then votes against extending benefits for the brave men and women who are fighting and dying for our freedom right now, I don't believe him. When I see a man who says, I can solve your energy crisis, but has voted against alternative energy funding over and over and over again, I don't believe him. When I see a man who says, I'm for the middle class, but supports the same Bush tax cuts to the same companies who've enjoyed those tax cuts for the past 8 years and taken our money and our jobs overseas, I don't believe him. When I see a man who says, I'm different from the current administration, but votes with them by his own admission 90% of the time, I can't believe him. And when I see a woman who says she's a fiscal conservative, but left her own hometown millions of dollars in debt, I say thanks, but no thanks. We've already got debt in the trillions. That's not the change we need. But luckily, the change that we do need is within reach, which is why I support Barack Obama for President of the United States of America. He's got the wisdom, he's got the plan, he's got the experience and the ability to restore our country's potential for greatness. I hope that you'll join me in supporting him, because we cannot lose this race. And not because of its historic nature, because honestly, in these pressing times, that's not really important. We need to support and vote for Barack Obama so that we can once again restore our country and our government as a place that is governed by the people, for the people, now and always. Now, I'm not a celebrity, and no one has paid me or even asked me to do this. But I am a private citizen in this great country, and I approve this message.